Hi everyone, hope you are all doing well. So this is my second video on signs, where I continue to talk about the signs that Spirit gives us to assist us on our paths. Now in my first video I mentioned that signs are different form basically of channeling and receiving information from Spirit. So normally when we channel and receive information, it comes to us through our thoughts or visions or visuals or things that we hear internally or things that we feel. Now, signs actually fall under one of those categories, which is the visuals, which means clairvoyance. Now, when you're clairvoyant, you will either see things that aren't there, like departed loved ones, or you may close your eyes, be in meditation perhaps, and visuals will come to you that Spirit's bringing through to you. So it's all to do with sight. Now, signs that we see in our physical reality, we see with our sight. So they are part of being clairvoyant. And as I said in the first video, a lot of people dismiss the signs because they're in our physical reality, so it's just there. It can't mean anything. In the meantime, our physical reality is energy, and energy can be manipulated, and Spirit are very clever at doing that. So, I spoke about symbols and mentioned the windmill as my symbol for good luck. There are various symbols, and often we discount them because they seem to be something related to normal day-to-day life and it's in our reality. For example, aeroplanes. And we think, no, but that can't have a meaning. It's just an aeroplane. So I've been through a period where aeroplanes have come up a lot, where all of a sudden I noticed aeroplanes flying over my home that I'd never heard before or noticed before. And the interesting part was I would notice them, others around me wouldn't notice them till I pointed them out. So when that happens, you know that that is a sign for you because your attention is being drawn to it. Now, when you do receive a sign in that type of form and you don't know what the meaning is, Google it. Search and ask what is the spiritual meaning behind aeroplanes, as I did at that time, and Spirit will always bring the meaning to you that is meant for you. So someone else might actually search the same thing and find a different meaning. That's perfectly fine, but you will receive what is meant for you. So with the aeroplanes, the search came up saying that it was about things that are beginning to take off in my life and move forward and progress, and success was coming. So that's what they were showing me with the aeroplanes. I've had many different symbols come through as signs. I've had anchors, I've had compasses. I've had so many I can't actually even remember, but they've always held a meaning, and I have been cognizant, taken note of the meaning, and it has helped me to know what I need to know about my life at that stage or what I need to do next. Last night I actually experienced some signs which led me to making these videos on signs. So what happened was late in the evening, and I'm a night owl, and all of a sudden I started feeling down and unhappy. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get up and I'm going to go have a shower. And I happened to walk into my kitchen before I went to the shower. And there, a cloth for a tray that my mom had sent me as a gift caught my eye. And it had a horse on it. And I was like, I haven't really noticed horses before as a sign that's brought to my attention. I wonder what the horse means. And as I asked the question, a card from a deck of reading cards came into my mind that I had seen a long time ago. And it had horses on it, and the meaning was forward movement, take action. So I was like, okay, interesting that they're showing me this, but I didn't actually make any connection. And I went to shower, and as I was showering, it came into my mind that I need to make a YouTube video on sounds, which was actually, funny enough, something that had come up the day before, and I had been feeling very inspired and spoken to my good friend Jonathan about us making videos together, which we are still going to do, called Spiritually Speaking with Sam and John, where we'll answer questions, talk on spiritual subjects, talk about our experiences that we've had that week. We'll make one video a week probably, talking about our experiences, what happened that was interesting, what we channeled for clients that may be of interest and helpful to other people, because often when we channel, wisdom comes through, or techniques to help a person, or guidance and advice that you really feel, you should share with a lot more people, because it's just so amazing and will be so helpful. So yeah, we will be starting this channel soon. Anyway, so in the shower, I had this idea come to me, obviously planted in my head by spirit, about making a video on sounds. And all of a sudden, my spirits were lifted. And that horrible down feeling I had experienced before I went to shower disappeared, and I started feeling excited and motivated, which showed me, okay, this is what they're trying to tell me, and that's why they dropped my mood, so that they could lift my mood once I got the message. I then came into my therapy area and started making notes about, all the different sounds I've experienced and all the different experiences I've had with sounds to share with you, and my knowledge and information on sounds. And as I was making the list, I started feeling like, this is all so disjointed and I'm getting tired now. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Maybe I should just can this. And as I look up a dot art picture I completed recently, which was on the floor, standing up in front of me, catches my eye. And what is on this dot art picture? A Native American Indian lady, which is great. I love Native American anything, but with horses. So horses caught my eye twice within half an hour. And these horses, there were 4 in the picture, and they're running, moving forward. And I was like, wow, that is really showing forward movement, take action. So then I thought to myself, no, I need to persist with preparing for this YouTube video about sounds. Then today I have a reading by one of the ladies that I'm training. So I assist people with opening up their psychic abilities, and I help them practice their channeling, see what they need to tweak, what they need to maybe clear in order to channel clearer, and so on. And I help people gain a better understanding of how they channel, because we all channel differently, and people often overlook their way of channeling and don't even realize they're actually channeling. So I help people with this. So I allow this lady today to practice on me, as I do with lots of my clients. And at a stage, my departed brother came through, and his message was, I need to have fun. I was like, thank you very much. Yes, I realized that. And then she said, I see you riding on a horse. Do you ride horses? And I was like, no, I don't ride horses. But now this is the 3rd sign of horses that has come up now since last night. And it's obviously spirit still trying to get through to me and show me, you need to move forward, you need to take action. So I was like, thank you for that sign. So signs can come to us in different ways like that, where I saw it on a picture, I saw it on a tray cloth, and then it actually came through in a channeling. All right. Now, with the signs, whether it's the symbols or the numbers, or it can be spirit animals, it can be insects, you want to know what the sign means. So as I have already said, you can always Google and the meaning will come to you. But what I started doing after a while, like I did in the kitchen, was ask, what does the horse mean? Or say to yourself, I wonder what this means. And into my mind flashed the meaning. So Spirit's there to answer your questions all the time. You just need to ask the questions and be open and receptive to the answers. Okay. Then also very important, in line with the signs you receive, if there are signs giving you direction or guidance, telling you what to do, you need to actually take action on the signs. The signs are there to help you navigate your way through life. It doesn't help to receive them, like I did with the horses, and then just not do anything with it. Well, Spirit's going to stop sending you signs if that's the case, because you're not working with them. The more you work with them and make use of their signs and acknowledge their signs and take action, the more signs they seem to send. It gains momentum. And yeah, so take action on the signs. This life is a work in progress, and the signs are there to help you. Now, another type of sign that I've received at various times have been of different types of animals or birds. So the eagle is one of my signs I receive on a regular basis. I might leave home, and as I'm leaving home, I'll see a picture I have at home with an eagle on, and the eagle in the picture comes to my attention. I'll get in the car, and as I drive out of my area, a truck will drive past that has an eagle as their logo. And then I'll drive around the corner, and a signboard will come to my attention that has an eagle on. Now, the eagle for me symbolizes rising above the storm, staying focused on what you are wanting and not getting caught up in what appears to be. So if things seem to be topsy-turvy, not going my way, and when I see the eagle, I know, do not get caught up in the illusion. See past it and be like the eagle, fly above the storm, detach from what's happening, and just keep staying focused on what you are wanting to achieve. And then at other times, I've received the owl, whether it's been on serviettes, in a shop that I've walked past, or popped up on Facebook, or someone's literally spoken to me about owls. The owl has come through in periods, and the owl for me has been about wisdom, representing wisdom, tapping into your own wisdom, or that you carry wisdom and you need to use it. And then there have been times where I've seen dragonflies, and that always lifts my spirit and makes me happy. The other day we went for a walk, and as we turned the corner, there were so many dragonflies on the road. Not on the road literally, but flying around by the road. And yeah, I can't even remember what dragonflies represent. And I did read up on it at a time, and it had a lovely meaning. Can't remember what it was, but every time I see dragonflies, I'm like, oh, okay, Spirit's with me, and this is a lovely, lovely sign. Okay, then the one day I received a sign, but a sign that actually gave me information about a person that was mind-blowing. So I had a lady who came for healing, and I was doing my energy healing on her, and she was relaxing with her eyes closed on my bed. And I had a bookcase nearby, and my eye was drawn to a book about mediumship. And there were a few words in the title, but only the word medium caught my attention. And I thought to myself, what are they trying to tell me? And then I realized, or it came to me, she is a medium. So when I finished with the healing and the lady stood up, I said to her, are you a medium? And this look of shock crossed her face, and she was like, how did you know? Nobody knows I do mediumship work. The only platform I do it on is an overseas Facebook post where we look for missing people and channel with regards to that. But otherwise, nobody knows I'm a medium. I didn't give my secret away. I didn't tell her. I'd actually noticed it on the title of a book in my bookcase. But so yes, Spirit will also give you physical can we call them signs, or maybe just messages or indicators in our reality that actually tell you something you need to know. Another example of that is, you can see my chakra flags here behind me. Sometimes when I'm doing healing on a person, one of the chakra flags will catch my attention, like solar plexus chakra, for example. And then I'll know, oh, I need to put extra energy and do extra work and clearing on the person's solar plexus. Other times, I've had this book that's in my bookcase as well catch my eye that says deeper on it. And then I know, okay, I need to go a bit deeper. Maybe I'm busy counseling or coaching. I need to dig a bit deeper with that client in that moment. So spirits at work constantly around me with their sounds and messages. At other times, which I find so amazing because I spend so much time in my healing area where I work that I know everything in this area. You know, I know all my different ornaments. I know the different words that are maybe up like the namaste behind me, or the words that are on the books and so on. Yet, at times when Spirit's wanting to get a message through to me, for example, of the eagle, all of a sudden, in one evening, as I'm doing whatever I'm doing, eagles will catch my eye one after the other. Eagles that I haven't actually even noticed. Like eagles on an ornament that I've never actually paid attention to. Then eagles on a book, eagles on a picture. And every few seconds, another eagle is catching my eye. And that's in my room. That doesn't change. Yet I don't normally notice the eagles. Another experience like that was one evening I was sitting in my meditation workshop room upstairs, and all of a sudden butterflies started catching my eye. I've got a bed in that area that has a bed cover on it that has butterflies on. They caught my eye. And then there's a few other things in the room, cushions and I don't know what they're called. They're like these box type things that are very pretty that you can stand things on. They've got butterflies on too. And in like one moment, it was just like butterflies, 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 butterflies. They just caught my eye. And I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. That's just such a lovely sound. I didn't actually read up what it meant, but it was just like, oh, wow, I'm being surrounded by butterflies. This is beautiful. Other experiences I've had with sounds are songs playing on the radio, which I mentioned in the first video. Wow. The one experience which I'll never forget was my younger son's father was in a coma, and I had already, unfortunately, received the message that his father was going to be passing. And he stayed in a coma for about 2 months. And through those 2 months, people had hope at stages that he'd recover, and at other stages they were, thinking maybe he's going to go. But I just knew. I got the message the night he had had his accident that he was going to pass, and it was just a matter of time and he was going to pass. And having this information helped me to prepare my son. And the one day, my son and I got into the car, and as we switched on the radio switched on as I started the car, the song Forever Young, I Want to Be Forever Young began to play on the radio. And we left home, and we still looked at each other in that moment, and we were both like, this is a message from his dad, basically telling us he's going to pass. He wants to stay forever young. And it was so his dad's character, young and fun and never grew up really type of person. And we went to the shops, and when we came home, as we came down the road, about to enter our home, the song Forever Young began to play again on the exact same radio station, but a different version of the song. Now, there's no denying that was a message from his dad, because where would you find the same song playing on the same radio station in the same day? That just does not happen. So that is another way Spirit brings through sounds to us, is through songs, through conversations we have with people, or conversations we might hear people having. Sometimes we've asked for guidance or a solution to a problem, and we might be standing in a shop, in a queue, and the people behind you are having a conversation, and there's something they say, and it catches your attention, and you're like, that is the answer I've been looking for. So really be open to signs in our physical reality in all the different forms they come through in. So that is my teaching on signs. If you have any questions, you're welcome to post them in the comments below. If you would like to book a session for a channeling, a crossing over, a reading, life coaching, counseling, or working on opening up your spiritual and psychic abilities, we can always chat about it. My information is below. I hope you have enjoyed these videos on signs, and make use of your signs. They are there to assist you, sending you lots of love and light. Have a wonderful day or evening. Bye for now.